Hello, beautiful human beings. This is day 19 of your 21-day Vinyasa challenge, the daily yoga affirmations. Your day 19 affirmation. There are boundless potential that resides within me. I am tapping into my limitless opportunities. So in this practice, for today's practice, we will explore more of your back bends. We will continue to warm your spine. We will continue to do spinal mobility by doing side stretches and back bends, more twist and forward folds. So whenever you're ready, on top of the mat, find your most comfortable sitting position. Either you are on your lotus, padmasana, a full one or half, or just an easy pose. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, cactus the arms onto the side, squeezing your shoulder blades onto the back, warming your upper back. And then clasp your fingers onto the back, one hand under, one hand on top, reaching the fingers behind. Gomukhasana or cow face pose arms. These are really good stretches for your shoulders. Inhale, find length, and then as you exhale, if your body have access to it, leaning forward. Inhale, we lift, and then exhale, we release. Find that stretch. Lean back onto your fingers or palms towards the mat. Lift your chest up. A little arch onto the back. This is spinal extension, a little back bend. Inhale, we lift again, and then grab the elbows overhead. Find that stretch again onto your shoulders. You need stretches onto your shoulders, strong shoulders for your back bend. Exhale, cactus the arms again, squeezing the shoulder blades onto the back. Grabbing the elbows again. Push the shoulders away from the ears. And then cactus the arms again. Stay connected to the breath. This time, Gomukhasana or grab the elbows onto the back. Cow face pose, arms, or just grab the elbows onto the back. Use your blocks if you cannot touch down with the floor, and then bring your forehead down towards the block. Gomukhasana arms again is an option, grabbing the fingers, clasping the fingers behind. One hand under, the other hand overhead. Inhale and then exhale, fold. Go only as much as you can, make sure nothing hurts. Inhale, we lift, and then exhale, release the hands. Lift your chest again. Roll your shoulders up and back. Forward and backwards. Elevating the shoulders and then dropping them down. Find that stretch onto your shoulders. Inhale, we lift the hands all the way up, and then exhale, cactus the arms again. And then clasp the hands behind the neck or behind the head, and then lean back, lean forward. Tuck the chin in. And then release. Release your feet. Set the blocks aside. Come onto your horse stance. Wrists directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Spine stays neutral at this point. Drop the belly down, tailbone out, chin up. Chest lifted. And then cut. Curve the back, tuck the chin in, tailbone in. Inhale. Cow. Exhale, cut. Cat and cow is a good one for spinal flexion and extension. In the simplest explanation, flexion is a rounded back and extension is an arched back. Cat and cow alternates between flexion, cat, and extension, cow. Child's pose if you need to take a rest. Cow can put a lot of strain on your lower or mid back if it's not done well. Soften from the belly, push your ribs forward, lengthen in front from your pubic bone all the way to your collarbones. Lift your tailbone and lift your head. This will engage your mid and upper back muscles. Back bend is your bridge pose or setu bandhas or vangasana. So lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet onto the mat, hip distance apart. Grab your blocks and place them underneath your lower back. Press your feet down towards the floor and lift your hips, initiating the movement from the pubic bone rather than the navel. Bring your hands alongside your body, bringing the right foot on top of the left knee, pushing the right knee away from you. Just a little stretch around the hips, and then we switch. Keep pushing the knee out. Few more breath in here. And exhale, we release. Find a few more stretches onto your back. Inhale and exhale. If you want, you can release the blocks. Keep squeezing your butt. Do not splay out the knees. And then gently release. Hug your knees. Bring them closer towards the chest. Rock your body side to side or forward and back. And then right knee on top of the left, and then pull your knee closer towards the chest. And then supine twist, dropping the knee towards the left, cactusing the right arm. Try to bring the knee a little higher. Twisting is another movement of your spine. And then we switch, left knee on top of the right. Squeeze the inner thighs in and then pull the knee closer towards the chest. And then supine twist across the right side, cactusing the left elbow, the left hand. Keep sending the breath onto your spine, onto your lower back, onto your shoulders, onto your upper back. Inhale. And then exhale. And then gently we release. Hug your knees again, rock your body side to side. Find a way to sit. Vinyasa plank. Holding onto your plank, keep pushing the floor away from you. And then dropping onto your knees, child's pose. A little engagement on your abdominal muscles. From child's pose, again come up onto your plank, protracting the shoulders, pulling the belly in, engaging the core muscles, and then dropping onto your knees, child's pose again, butt to heel, forehead down towards the floor, or use the blocks if you need them. Right hand onto the back, slide it forward, and then rotate the shoulders up, cactusing the arms, and then dropping down again onto your child's pose with the back of your hands. Slide the hand ins forward, and then cactus the arms onto the side. Find the stretch onto your shoulders, and then drop down. One more inhale, hands in front, and then cactus onto the side, and then we drop. Both hands onto the back, child's pose. Let's do the left side. Right hand forward, left hand inhale, reach forward, cactusing the arms onto the side, and then dropping the butt down, hands down. Inhale, hands in front. Exhale, cactus the arms, and then exhale all the way down. Inhale, lift. Continue to inhale, and then exhale, drop. From child's pose, release the pose. Inhale, we lift the hands all the way up. Push the ceiling away from you, find that stretch, cactusing the arms again, releasing the shoulders after that stretches. Let's continue with your back bend by doing camel pose or ustrasana. So roll your mats onto the back to pad your knees as a support, especially for those who have knee injuries or issues with your knees. Grab your blocks and then place them in between your knees, then hug them tight with your inner thighs, pressing with your knees. Squeeze your butt. Inhale, we lengthen, lean back. Place your palms or your fist onto your lower back or onto your sacrum. And then lean back, squeezing the elbows together onto the back. Shoulders squeeze. And then slowly lift. Remove the block. Child's pose. Forehead onto the block if you need to. Counter pose. Inhale. And then exhale, sending the breath onto your spine and onto your lower back if you start to feeling pain or a little discomfort. One more time. A little drill. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together. Squeeze the butt. Push your hips forward. Fist or palms onto your lower back or onto your sacrum. One more. Lift your chest. Lean back. Activating the thigh. Gently release. Child's pose again. Supporting your forehead with your blocks. Just to counter pose. Sending the breath onto your spine. Squeeze the butt. Push the hips forward. Lean back. Hands onto your sacrum. Face onto your sacrums. Otherwise, start to bring the hands onto your heels. Push the hips forward. Lean back. And then slowly release. Child's pose. Forehead onto the floor, or use the earlier option, which is using the blocks onto your forehead. Butt down towards the heel. Stay connected with breath. Gently release. And fold your mats. From your kneeling back bend, let's go down onto the mat, belly down towards the floor, hips down towards the floor, onto your Shalavasana or locust pose or grasshopper pose, which is a prone back bending asanas. From Advasana, stack your fist, forehead onto your fist. Bring your feet together. Activate the thighs. Bring the hands onto the side. Then start to lift the feet off the floor, maybe hands off the floor or down, hands down towards the mat. And then gently release. Forehead onto a stacked fist, feet a little wider, toes out. Inhale and exhale. Let's do it again, lifting the feet off the floor, chest lifted, hands off the mat or down towards the floor. And then gently release. From your locust pose, let's explore another back bend, which is called Dhanurasana or bow pose. Let's do half by bending the right knee, grabbing the toes or the ankles with the right hand, left hand extended in front, and then try to lift. Halfway, make sure nothing hurts onto your lower back. Lift only as much as you can, and then gently release. Advasana again. Let's do the other side. Left knee bent, grabbing the ankles or the toes, lifting the right hand in front. Inhale, lift the thighs off the floor. Keep pressing the other foot onto the mat. And then gently release. Half bow pose. That's the first option. Inhale. And then exhale. Then whenever you're ready, bending both knees, grabbing the toes or the ankles, rotating from the shoulders, inhale, lift the chest off the floor, thighs off the mat, and then gently release. Advasana, toes out, feet a little wider, forehead onto your stacked fist or onto your blocks. Few more breath. Let's do a little stretch onto your Sphinx pose. Elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Drop your eye gaze down. And then we twist. Thread the right hand underneath the left armpit to twist. Forehead down towards the floor or look sideways. Sphinx again towards the center. Lift your chest. And then thread the left hand underneath the right armpit. Forehead down towards the center of the mat. Release the shoulders. And then walk the left hand across the right and then the right hand across the left. Chin towards the center. Find that stretch onto your shoulders, your upper back. Try to release. If this is too much, stay onto your Sphinx. Elbows onto the floor. Spread your fingers wide. Stay in here as much as you can, as much as your body needs it. Sphinx is an option if that stretch is too much for you. We're just going to switch. Left hand under, right hand walks across the left shoulders, chin towards the center. Inhale, and then exhale. Send the breath onto your shoulders, onto your upper back, onto your chest, maybe onto your thighs if you need them there. And then gently we release. Sphinx. Lift your chest, shoulders away from the ears. Upward facing dog. And then exhaling back onto your down dog. Walk the dog. Paddle your feet. Lengthen the spine. Keep pulling the belly in towards the spine. Try to release from the spine. Inhale. And then exhale. Child's pose is an option. Otherwise, bend the knee, jump sit, or find a way to sit. From here, let's explore your full back bend or your Urdhva Dhanurasana, or also known as the wheel pose. Let me do it onto the other side. So bring your palms overhead, fingertips pointed towards the shoulders. Hug your elbows in, press from the feet, squeeze the butt, and then lift all the way up. Or bring your crown of the head down towards the floor if that's you. You can stay there. Otherwise, slowly straighten the arms and then push your hips higher. Push your chest forward, press from the heels, gently release, head in, head down, shoulders down, hips down. Hug your knees, rock your body side to side. Massage your lower back and your spine. Or maybe rock your body forward and back if that is you. Let's try it one more time. Release your wrist, rotate your hands. Make sure the hair is not on the way. Press your hands onto the back, fingertips pointed onto the shoulders. Press from the feet, squeeze your butt, and then crown of the head onto the floor. Stay here if this is you. Hug your elbows in. And if you want more, extend the arms. Lift your chest, moving it forward. Inhale and exhale. Come onto your toes if you need to deepen the back bend. Gently release, tuck the chin in, head down, shoulders down, hips down. Hug your legs and then rock your body side to side, massaging your lower back and your spine. Try to rest for a bit on your Shavasana. And then slowly come up. Find a way to sit. Take a moment to rest. Reflect on what happened. Reflect on the practice that you did. Thank you for practicing with me. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste, everyone. Until we meet again on the mat. Bye for now.